Switching gears, a recent decision by Dow Jones to update their well-known industrial average has been disappointing news for many local investors. Original Dow member General Electric has been removed from the index. In this morning's U.S. Bank Economic 360, U.S. Bank's Senior Vice President Mike Denneman is here to discuss the recent changes for the Dow. He is with Business Courier publisher Jamie Smith in the studio. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Peg. Thanks for being here, Mike.
Good morning.
So what's going on in the Dow?
Right. So yeah, the Dow always makes headlines, right? Even if you don't follow the stock market closely, you still hear about it in the news or in the paper. And so yeah, to many Americans, Dow Industrial Average is synonymous with the stock market, right? Even though it's only 30 stocks out of the thousands that trade in the U.S., it does get, I guess, the most attention, right? Everybody knows what the Dow is. But a challenge for Dow Jones in recent years has been, how do we keep an industrial average relevant in today's economy? I mean, the name sounds so old school, right? It dates back to the late 1800s. And so what they've been doing is systematically moving out that old guard and replacing them with more new economy type companies to kind of keep the index fresh.
So this means GE's out?
This time around, it is GE that is being shown the door, yeah. So, as Peg said, original member of the Dow. So this does make headlines. This is kind of like, a company that's been there 100+ years.
Right.
In many ways, maybe the index is kind of closing the book on its roots. So while that may be a little bit disappointing, what it isn't is surprising. Okay. We know that GE has had some struggles in recent years.
Talked about them a lot.
We had the share price is down quite a bit. They're breaking the company into smaller pieces. So even though it's an original member of the Dow and it had that distinction, the last one left in the index, in fact, it's now on its way out. That happened in the last week in June.
Okay, so if they're out, someone's in?
That's right. And the new entry is Walgreens, or technically Walgreens Boots Alliance is the full name of the company. And it's a little bit of a head scratcher for a lot of folks. So you could see the logic maybe that GE isn't necessarily a new economy company, but really is Walgreens any more new economy than GE? So hard to say. Dow Jones unfortunately doesn't make their deliberations public, so we don't know exactly what they were going after. But there are a lot of people speculating now that maybe Walgreens kills two birds with one stone. It is a healthcare company. Healthcare is a very big part of our current economy. But it's also a retail company.
Right.
Retail, also very important in our economy. So that might be checking two boxes at once. But then there's also an international component as well. So everybody knows what Walgreens is, but that Boots Alliance portion of the name, that's a British company. Walgreens acquired a couple of years ago. Boots is a pharmacy chain in the UK, same as Walgreens is here in the US. So maybe to Dow Jones, that international portion was attractive as well. So again, we don't know what the real reason is. We can only speculate, but whatever the reason, a done deal. GE out, Walgreens in.
Well, I'm sure you're going to be here to keep us informed, tell us what kind of changes happen from here, right?
Absolutely.
All right, great. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.